Welcome to our 6th ever Weekend Nightcast. Here I have with me Blakestra,
Hello.
154,
Hello.
Miss Ragdoll, or otherwise.
Hi.
And we have a new person here with us who will from now on be an official host, part of our host lineup. AgentZenith.
What's up?
Who used to be Lady Zenith for whatever reason. It has been a while. Yes, it has been a while. It's going to be a little bit of a short podcast today, but we're going to catch up on recent events in TNI. We're going to talk about some Halloween stuff, some resignations, some promotions, lost some people. Lost some people. What's the other thing? Let's bring. You win some, you lose some. A variation of that, I guess. We'll go on to the first topic, division events. I want to talk about the reaping in NRB, since NRB is very stagnant at the moment with their reforms. So, Ragdoll, you want to go into that?
Sorry, you're gonna have to repeat yourself very quickly.
You want me to repeat myself?
Yes, please.
The audacity. I want to talk about the reaping in NRB, since they're very,
Okay. So, the reaping was originally meant to be a September event, but the High Command of NRB kept putting it off. So it became a Halloween-themed October event.
Ooh.
That isn't actually going to be happening anywhere near Halloween, so good job, us. But anyway.
That's besides the point.
Pardon me. It's pretty much just an Among Us event, completing different objectives, like winning as the imposter, winning as a crewmate, etc., etc. Gets you points, and those points add up. Eventually, we'll have a winner on October 17th. It started on the 3rd. I think it's been going okay so far. We've been having trouble getting good activity, especially before 4 p.m. when the school days are ending for people in Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite a heavy lead. There's quite a heavy lead for some people who are able to attend all the time versus others who are usually in school. Hopefully that'll remedy itself before the end, but we'll see. We're trying to get more hosts right now. And yeah, that's about it.
I see.
I don't know.
So it's an off-game event?
Yes, we are not using the off-brand Roblox version of Among Us, don't worry.
Wait. How long has Among Us been, high in popularity? Because I feel like...
I think it's been a few months.
Yeah, agreed.
I think it's existed for a while. For some reason it got popular,
But yeah,
a few
it
months
popped
ago.
off, recently.
Yeah. All thanks to astrochemistry.
Of course.
Did he bring it up?
I mean, he introduced it to a few people in NRB, but I don't know.
The reaping does not... When I first heard it, it did not sound like an Among Us event. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, so actually,
It
I
sounds
wanted to name it something related to Among Us, like the Reaper Among Us, or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that sounds way better.
Yeah, but, Jackpot has had his heart set on the reaping since early September, even without knowing what the event was, so, yeah.
When I hear the reaping, it sounds like...
It sounds random.
Sounds like the Hunger Games, exactly.
Yeah. I contest that, but, yeah.
Oh my god,
really
we
work
should...
out.
We should definitely work
Unfortunately,
on...
he's above me. I should just have him, removed or assassinated or something.
Is he above you? I thought you were the same rank.
No, he bribed the higher-ups, so now he's actually one rank higher than me. It's rather unfortunate.
How are you not... I always thought you were, high up there with GLX. That's crazy.
I mean, it looks like I'm the superior individual, but no. I've not been able to claw my way into a general position yet. Mostly because I'm not active enough in NRB. I'm just the administrative person. I do stuff when I can, but I don't know. Justice and TNI and Imperial Navy are my priorities, not to mention my actual life, so.
Understandable. Well, that sounds fun. Among Us, you all heard it here, folks. You want to get active in NRB? Join these fun events?
No, I don't want to.
Not you, Blake. It's not for you.
No.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Sorry, the sign-ups are actually closed now, so too bad, Blake.
Unfortunate.
I know you really wanted to participate. There are lots of Robux at stake.
I'm not even in NRB, so I don't think I'm gonna participate in a division I'm not even in.
Even if you're not an NRB, I could change that quite easily. It's fine.
She has that power.
Yeah.
If you want, your choice.
What divisions have you been in, Blake?
I'm in CE and MP.
Okay, but when you start going, when you join TNI, besides, I know you were in Wolfpack, but what other?
MP. That was really it.
I've never been active in any other division.
Yeah, I've only really been active in MP when I first joined TNI.
What were you gonna say, Agent?
Oh, that's fair. With the division, with just going into like one or two divisions, not everyone wants to go in the divisions. Which I know most people wanted to go to like just progress in main TNI, and I know people that just want to progress in divisions.
Yeah, no. Anyone can do what they want. It's just that for me, when I was first starting out, I think divisions were more like, in my eyes, were a side thing, and I feel like if I wanted more influence on TNI overall, main TNI is where it's at. So that's how I saw it. But if you're in division right now, it's no problem. That's rock your rock. Anyway, CE they had a lot of events back in August. They are doing quite a lot of stuff. They had their anniversary, and then they had their officer awards, and then they had their own HQ. It's like, wow.
The HQ is honestly really nice, I'm not gonna lie.
It is really nice. I actually really like that it was a collaborative event with their collaborative project with their other with people in CE. It's like they had their own like little personalities added to it, and I was like, wow, that's really cute. If you guys haven't seen it, it's actually really, really cool.
I mean, they're quite fortunate to have their own development team.
Do they really
actually do something like that? Yeah, they formed their own one. It's led by Cymatic or something, Cymatic Entropy. So that's why the headquarters happened, because it's like if you ask development that, terrible focus for anything, like I asked for a headquarters, and even though that would be very important to the goal of Imperial Navy,
even though I never got a request for it.
I was turned down.
Wow.
So.
I myself have never gotten a request for that, but CE,
actually, you have, and you're the one who denied it.
Oh, then yeah. Was I?
Call it out right here, will you?
I have a picture.
Please send that to me. I want to have a laugh.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
Yes, CE does have their own development focus. They are a branch of Venture Corps in a way. They're their own special team.
Why isn't there just a division branch?
That is the facilities. The facilities work for the divisions.
Then
that's because Paul said no.
Why don't each division have their own like facility and personalized base and personalized?
Well, because a lot of it also is when it comes to divisions, I can't just go to Shinedown and ask about it, because if I just go to Shinedown, that's overstepping Astro. So I go to Astro and ask, and sometimes he doesn't respond. Sometimes it's a denial, and you have to. Can't really work on every division at a time, so I only got so many people on my teams. As for like the Imperial Navy development, we have no idea what they want. We have no idea what facilities we should build, or if we should, equip an old facility and just redo it. There was a lot of projects talking with Astro that just never went through. So we have no idea what's going on personally. as for the HQ part of it, I do believe the reason it was denied was because it was either Astro or Shine said no.
What would be the reason for denying it?
Because there is no like developmental ideas for it. If we just build an HQ, for instance,
but I mean, yeah, I understand that, but it's like you could be like, oh yeah, that sounds good. You could give us a whole idea of what you want.
We also only have a certain amount of developers. We don't. My team hasn't actually built a base yet. We're currently working on a couple. Like the Vanguard one is coming out hopefully soon, and we are also making a couple for RC and Templars. But the problem with like an Imperial Navy base, it's a very, so I've heard, it's a very how do I put it, risky division to work for, because it has to be a good HQ. It has to be a perfect HQ. That's why CE's was considered so good, was because CE was the guys working on it, so they knew exactly what they wanted. They had the talent to do it, so they did it. So we have to be very careful when it comes to like main HQs, especially of a brand new division. So if it does eventually come out, it'll probably be a very long project.
Why don't you just get good? Have you thought about that?
I have 3 developers that can build.
You really?
Not counting tall.
You seem to have a lot of people.
I do, but none in the skill level that is required.
Oh, I see. So you're saying that they suck.
Yes, you suck. Expiral, you suck.
You hear that, everyone? You hear that? Screw it into the skies. Okay, anyway. About CE, I also want to mention I don't understand the whole minion thing.
Oh my god, the minion thing.
Does anyone understand? Can anyone here explain it?
I think...
no, but he actually has changed his name to CMDR Palpatine since, so if anyone can explain that to me, I'd be...
I think Commander just likes the month of October and decides to change his Discord user.
Yeah, but I know, but it's like, I mean, why minions?
Because it's Commander. What do you expect?
Understandable. If anyone is wondering, so in CE, in combat engineers, I don't think they care.
Purple is their color. Purple has a U in it. GRU has a U in it. GRU minions.
Damn, that's a good connection right there.
I know. You know,
they could have done
they
could have done the purple minions.
Oh yeah, right. Those.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't watched
really
this
weird looking.
Years.
Yeah, GRU built machines and stuff, and for some reason, CE are mechanical. They have mechanical legs. Something else I don't understand. So
Oh yeah, the package rule. Yeah, I remember that.
I don't understand that one either. But you know what? It's fine.
Yeah, I'll just pull out this
cool.
one picture because I actually think it's really funny.
Oh no.
Hold on, I will bring it. God, I need to change his name. Please hold, please hold. I'm bringing it up, it's gonna... Oh my god, I have to... Open so many digs!
What if I don't want to hold?
Well, you have to.
What if I don't want to?
There it is!
Damn it.
Oh yeah, that.
I just thought it was really funny. I was like, wow, I actually think it's pretty adorable.
I found it faster than you did.
Looks like that minion's been eating a few too many cheeseburgers. Like, why does his waist look so wide?
Who knows?
I wonder who photoshopped that.
I also wonder.
I'm gonna ask Commander later.
I don't know. I would guess Lady Tachyon, but...
Yeah, I would guess Tachyon as well.
Oh yeah. Here it is. I'm showing. Here it is, everyone. The picture of the minion. I think we'll just leave it right there on the podcast.
Oh, good.
Oh boy.
I just slapped it onto the...
Cannot wait to hear that.
I was messing up with the pictures. This is not going to look as professional as it could be. But who cares? You know? We're doing this. It is what it is. Anyway.
It'd be like that.
So those are division events. There's this weekly event that Vanguard has been doing for a while, I think.
I have zero idea what's going on in Vanguards.
Understandable, but I've been silently keeping up with them. Kind of, I mainly just keep up with the announcements, just for anything I want to put in the newsletter, because I want to make sure I include like every single part of TNI, just to make it really feel like, we know everything. I am the watcher of all. But Vanguard has this thing called Costume of the Week. And at first I was like, oh, that sounds kind of crazy. That's kind of wacky, kind of quirky.
Is that a pun? Is that a pun on the director?
Is there a what?
Is there mutiny?
No.
No, it's a pun. You called it wacky.
Yeah. That guy. I totally forgot. Okay, anyway.
I feel like there's a mutiny in there.
It could be. There could be.
Shut up.
At first I was like, oh, that sounds kind of. Yeah, as a kind of wacky, a little bit quirky. But then I think I like the fact that they have these cute little. They made these cute little, like, magazine thumbnails, and I was like, oh, I actually really like those. Like,
that reminds me a lot of JoJo.
It does. It looks very cute. I will see if I can pull it up onto the screen here. I kind of like that, like, each, like, if a division wants to, like, kind of copy something from Maintain I was like, it's all theirs, as long as, like, they put, like, the own elements of their division to it, and they don't just, like, straight up copy it. Like, they add, like their own trademark to it. This is what I'm talking about. I'm putting on the screen.
Looks just like me.
What? So yeah, I really like how they make those thumbnails. I think they're very cute. I like that uniqueness. Very good. Very cool. I think all divisions should have something fun like this. Well, like, should have, like, obviously they have their own stuff. I adore the different events that all the divisions have, and then they make, like, puns to their titles, like the taser trials and that MP is having. I'm pretty sure they just finished, as Agent has mentioned. And then, like, the Reaping, or what could have been the Reaper Among Us.
Jack.
What? Jack? That's right. You menace. I stopping myself.
Jack always
could have had a good idea.
Could have been great. Could have had something. I like the little mottos that they also have. I like Fear the Gears. It's so good. I love all that. Pretty poggers. Anyway.
Pretty poggers.
Pretty
Justice
poggers.
To the Imperium, I think is MP.
Just a what?
Justice to the Imperium, I think is MP. If I remember correctly.
I can't remember any of the phrases.
I don't know Vanguard's.
I don't know that there's either, just the ones I know. But if you could let us know in the comments, that would be epic. I think
if I could just...
You could just what?
Never mind. They don't have it on their group page anymore.
No.
Big sad.
We'll never know. Let's move on from that. We talk about Admiral promotions. So, does anyone have any input on the new admirals who just, I guess I wouldn't say recently, but like have gotten promoted, like Veiled or Invims? Any opinions?
Invims get a mic.
Invims get a mic. Stop being a loser. You heard him. You heard the man. Anything else? I don't really have an. Blake, do you? I'm pretty sure you know him from. You know Veiled from Wolfpack.
Veiled. To be honest, I haven't really talked with Veiled all that much ever since I left Community, because we just kind of went our separate ways. But we talk every now and then, so I can't really say for sure, like, how I feel he's gonna be doing with Community.
Mm-hmm.
because I haven't really had that much to work with in community since I left, so I can't really say.
He's been doing a pretty good job. It's actually not that bad. Kind of exceeded my expectations of him, so that's good. He's pretty chill to work with.
It counts for every single individual.
I can hear him. I can hear him.
Yeah.
He's part of the podcast now.
Unky, shut up.
Are you gonna tell him to say hi?
Yes. Say hi. Hello, how are you today? I hate you.
Okay, we got it all on record. I hate it. Okay.
Oh, I don't want to say hi like a normal person. I hate him.
Hi, Unky.
Veiled is very chill. Anyway.
Yes, I agree. Veiled is very
He
chill.
can be pretty chill. He can be a pretty cool.
I disagree. Veiled is so uptight. It's unbelievable.
Oh yeah, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
I Veiled sucks. He sucks eggs.
He doesn't allow us to talk about anime in his chats.
Oh yeah, that's also why he sucks. He doesn't like K-pop either. He's like Mr. No Fun. The only thing he likes is Hamilton. Disgusting.
Yeah, I don't let my my colonels talk about anime in my chats either.
Disgusting.
Why did you do this to them?
Why did you do that to them? You wait, don't you watch anime?
Yes.
Oh my god. I don't really have a lot to say on Inrooms. I expected him to get Warfare because I was like, there's no. He's just like the best choice because I don't want to say anything that would be mean. But yeah, he was the best choice. I think he was the best choice. It's kind of obvious. I don't know if anyone else.
I mean, he was one of the best Warfare colonels under TNI Tryhard. So when I knew when he got back into Warfare, it was like, yeah, that's game over.
It's him. It's definitely him.
Fenny just got promoted, and Bai has been there for a while, but Invims was there a lot longer.
Yeah, Invims is pretty chill. He was like very patient with me when on the Divisional Cup, and I kind of felt bad. Like there's like a glitch that happened, and then they lost a round, and they're like, "Please, can we do something about this?" And I was like, "No, I can't. I gotta be cutthroat, man. We gotta get through these rounds." But I had a good time.
I guess pissed because TNI is trying to poach all my Deathwing officers.
What?
Invims? He's meant to be a Deathwing officer, but now it's possible that he won't be because someone decided to promote him to Admiral.
Wow. But he can still be involved in Deathwing, I mean.
Yeah, but do we really think he'll stay?
No.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
exactly. God, so annoying. Everyone's being poached. Everyone's leaving. This is taking way too long to release. Okay, I've said my piece.
Okay.
I got poached from Prague.
She's a little bit salty. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. We can talk about.
According to Ragdoll.
What are you saying?
There's been a lot of poaching going on according to Ragdoll.
Yep. Yeah. Now we can talk about resignations. Because I don't have much to say about the other topic. Actually, I have one question. How did it feel when you first got promoted, Agent, to Admiral? Did I talk? I feel like we talked about this already, but let's touch upon it more.
It was. I mean, it was a week before the ceremony actually happened. I was told. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. A lot of it was like basically I told you so moments. Like a lot of people thought Exemplar would get it, or like one of the admin colonels that was competing with me would get it. Ironically, they were both
competing with you at the time.
Unky and ZK. And ironically, one of them is my roommate now. So, it was more like I told you so moments rather than like, like, oh wow, I'm Admiral. So
I told you so. Like I told you that I would get it because I'm epic.
Yeah, it's like I proved everyone wrong. That I went
the
against
man.
All the odds. But I mean, it was pretty cool, I guess.
When I got promoted, I felt pretty great. I also
pretty pog.
I felt pretty poggers. But I felt kind of bad though because I was competing with I was competing with Hey Dude actually at the time, and then I was also competing with Conjuring Witch, who is long gone now. I'm pretty sure a handful of people remember him. He was a pretty good person to work with, to be honest. I enjoyed working with him from time to time, but there's some times where we would butt heads. But ultimately, it ended up me getting it, probably for obvious reasons. And then Hey Dude didn't get it because he was way too new at the time. He was kind of glad, because then I think if he got Community, he probably ultimately would have switched to Untitled, which is, yeah.
I do believe that position was created just because Hey Dude.
No, that's been a thing before Hey Dude. There was another guy.
Really?
Yeah, there was another guy named Scarless who was an Untitled Admiral.
Mm.
Yeah, that was time. But let's not get into that, because it was kind of a problematic time.
Good.
But yeah, it was pretty fun when I first got it, but also sucked because a lot of stuff was happening, because it was like the same year I graduated from high school, and then and then my family was moving, so I had to move with them, and I didn't have a PC for like the first 3 months of Admiral, so that was very chaotic. And I went on vacation when I got promoted too, so I wasn't on my PC. All I had was my phone. And then they're like, "Oh no, this isn't good." So yeah, my first time as Admiral, a very chaotic time. Pretty crazy, pretty wild.
Time management.
Yeah,
Pretty wild.
pretty wild. I enjoyed it though. It was alright. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about Halloween. How do you guys celebrate Halloween? Don't mind
I
me.
love October.
I also love October. I love the fall season.
The weather, I love the decorations. I'm a big horror fan. It's like, October's great. I just love October in general. Plus, Halloween, I believe we're getting a blue moon. So,
Really?
yes, we have 2 full moons in October, and I believe on Halloween it's a blue moon.
Alstroemerias is gonna go crazy.
It'd be better if it was a blood moon.
Would
Yes.
be better.
It is actually a rare blue moon this Halloween, so be prepared for that.
Exciting.
Talk about once in a blue moon, am I right?
That's exciting, especially on Halloween.
Astrochemistry is shaking. He loves space.
The chemistry of space.
Yes. How do you guys celebrate Halloween?
Pumpkins.
I've never carved a pumpkin.
You need to carve a pumpkin.
I should. What do you say, Blake?
My family only really just decorates the house a little, and that's it. Normally we would hand out candy, but I don't think we're doing that this year.
You're definitely not doing that this year.
Trick or treating gets canceled.
It's canceled.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Stay inside.
Can't cancel my Halloween. I decorate. I put pumpkins. I don't typically get a costume. I just overly decorate, I guess.
You making?
I don't do anything. I do absolutely nothing. It's very enjoyable.
Your family doesn't do anything? Like,
No,
really? Yeah,
don't
got...
celebrate it. Nope.
Hey Zenith, you do jack.
No pagan holidays for us.
Zenith, I assume that you make jack-o'-lanterns too.
Yes, I carve pumpkins.
I really like Halloween, but my family sometimes doesn't really like go all out. Like, I kind of wish that we would decorate the house and all that, but I live in a very lazy household, so we don't do that. But I like dressing up when I can. Like, if we could have parties this year, I would like put on like cosplay, because I really want to do that, because I've never done that before. Like, so many new
I'm
things
going to
I wanna try.
IHOP. I'm going to IHOP for Halloween. That's my trick or treating.
You're going out to eat? You're going out?
At IHOP? Yeah.
It better be outdoor dining.
No, I'm going to eat at the IHOP.
I went to Outback yesterday.
What precautions do they have?
It's IHOP. What do you think?
Okay, but like, I'm talking about like
Oh, Outback. Basically, every other seating area was closed. Well, I don't really. Every other table was closed. Then, really, the only time you had to wear your mask was when you were exiting the booth, and that was it. And then they also had all the staff wear masks too. So I mean, that was really. Oh, they also didn't give us the full menus. They had us use a QR scanner to get the menu for us.
That's interesting. I haven't gone out to eat in a long time, and I miss it because I live in like the heart of Vegas. And it's like,
oh, that must suck.
I don't really live in the heart of it, but yeah, I live around a lot of good eateries, and it's like I miss eating ramen and Korean barbecue.
Hey, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Okay, thank you for that, Blake.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that reminder.
You're welcome.
I have a McDonald's and an IHOP. I live in the middle of dirt nowhere, Indiana. So.
I have been ordering a lot of food though. I've been ordering a lot of food, which is bad. It's a lot of money.
Like, yo, my server last night was hilarious.
Your what?
My server last night when I was at Outback.
Why were they hilarious?
So, as we were getting our drinks, and she brought the drinks out to us. She puts one Coke in front of me, saying that it was virgin. Then the next one goes to my dad and says that it had extra Jack in it, as one example of one of the funniest interactions during the night.
What?
Basically, we were joking around that the soda machine just got fixed, so it poured a little Jack into each soda. Jack Daniels.
What?
That's a pretty terrible joke.
I don't understand.
Is something important going on here?
Nope, just being weird.
Alright, continue doing my
just
thing.
jokes on my weird
Blake
interactions.
is just being a little bit quirky.
I'm always quirky.
Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Okay,
Quirky.
costume contest. You guys interested in that? Which is gonna happen at the end of the month? I'm actually very excited for it. We're gonna have a costume contest.
Oh, a costume You know what? I won a costume contest. I think it was last year or the year before in TNI. I literally just took my avatar, threw a t-shirt of X Chrysalis' dog on it, and then gave myself dog ears, and I won.
It was probably last year.
I think I remember that.
To be
It
honest.
literally cost like 35 Robux. It was the best investment I ever made.
Oh my
But I
god.
lost this ragdoll account, so it didn't even matter anyway.
How did you lose it?
I'm honestly not entirely sure. I know I never changed my password, and even if I did, I tried every single password I have ever used on anything to get into my account with all different capitalizations, and it didn't work. I'm not sure if I was hacked or what, but the bottom line is I lost it. Now I have my new account, and this time I attached an email to it, so that won't happen again.
Ooh, learning.
Good job.
What?
Good job, Ragdoll. Good job.
She doesn't want your things.
Apparently.
Sorry, I have a cold.
It's okay. Costume contest. Why did I say that again? Okay. Zenith. Oh my god. Why am I like... Zenith and I are gonna be judges for the costume contest. It's gonna be so much fun.
Oh boy.
The last one we did, well, the one that I did, technically going off like my version, and so what I did last time is that we had like a whole live event, and the judges were there, and the judges were, pretty sure it's Clone. It was Clone. It was Scylla, who was an ex-community admiral before me at the time. He wasn't originally supposed to be there. Originally, it was supposed to be Hey Dude, but Hey Dude couldn't make it, so it was Scylla, and then we had Miss Alicia, who Winterite was under that alias at the time. It was pretty fun. I'm thinking it's gonna be way better this year because of like the community creations, like those are popping off. So I expect to see really good costumes. Please.
Wait, can you explain it for a second? Does it have to be Halloween related, or can it just be anything?
It doesn't have to be Halloween related. It can be anything. There's like
Okay, so I can BS a costume again and possibly win. Fantastic.
Oh boy.
possibly,
Here we
but
go again.
there's 4 judges and it's on a score of 1 to 5.
I'm gonna get a 6, thank you very much.
Okay, well, Zenith.
Ragdoll breaking physics again.
Oh, good.
Wow.
I defy the universe and science.
Another one of the community events we also have is like the we created like a 31 days of creating challenge. So it's like each day is a different theme. They created like this whole cute little chart. I think I'm pretty proud of it. It was like, even though it was like really easy to make. Posting it in the chat. I will also pull it up on the screen here so that people are know what I'm talking about. If I can find it.
But you can't.
But I can't.
But no.
Not to toot my own horn. Where? Oh wait, never mind. Okay, I know where it is. If I can remember the name of the. Oh wait, here it is. Here it is. We're good. We're good. Oh, whoop! It's taking up the whole screen. Here it is. It's on the screen. Okay, but yeah, we have that, and it was really good for the first few days, but I think it happens in like every challenge that people are really hyped up for the first few days, and then it starts like dwindling down, which it doesn't. I'm just not really a problem with me. It happens. I'm just very happy to see people participating. So yeah, there's a community challenge. What do you guys think? Any input?
Community. I feel like, I don't know, it didn't last year. This was a pretty similar thing that they did. Along with like the actual Halloween costume contest, I believe they did like a creator prompt kind of thing. During Halloween, you can only have so many ideas.
I don't know about all that. Maybe you guys can elaborate, Blake.
Eh?
Do you know anything about it? Huh? When did you
What?
join community?
Back last year at some point.
Was it last October?
I was definitely in that air. I was definitely in depth department by then.
Did you guys do like a creator kind of thing, like a Halloween prompt?
For Creator of the Month?
Yeah.
I don't remember off the top of my head since I wasn't managing it back then.
Did you guys do like a costume contest kind of
They
thing?
they did a costume contest, but it wasn't like a live event. It was like, oh, submit your picture and then we'll
Yeah.
choose who wins. But I like going all out. You know, I like to have a little bit of fun. Okay, I like putting a little bit of pizzazz, a little spicing up.
Okay, so here's a very important question. Why don't they have affordable ears on the Roblox catalog?
That is a very good question.
You got it.
Well, okay, but depends on what ears you're talking about. You're talking about human ears?
These are pig ears currently.
I am red now.
What?
But
I am red now. Look at the status.
Oh.
I get it.
Okay. Thanks for letting us know. Ears? Pig ears? Why do they have pig ears?
you know, I can't explain right now.
They would only
you'll do
have-
that eventually.
They would only have the snout.
I found the snout already. I just can't find the ears.
Oh my god, there's so many.
I might have to substitute like dog ears. For
You
pig ears.
You should just put on every different animal part on yourself.
It's gonna be interesting looking.
I can't wait to see it.
Wait,
Yeah.
Wait, Ragdoll's gonna become a chimera?
Yes.
What? No, I'm BSing a costume again. Just for the fun of it, to see if I can win.
You also have to
Probably
put
not.
you have to put a whole description about your costume.
Yeah, there's gonna be a description. It's gonna make a lot of sense.
Okay. Very
afraid.
exciting.
I'm afraid.
I might be using kitty ears though.
Why don't you use big ears? Go all out. Go big or go home.
Yeah, I know, right?
Another thing. Let's try and wrap this up. Gamers, are you guys horror fans?
Not really, no.
So you're a coward?
I'm
Or a
really
scaredy
good.
cat?
Coward.
You're a
I'm
little,
a coward and I'm proud.
you're a little baby, huh? Little...
Yeah, I was born 2 days ago.
I love horror. Horror is a great genre.
I have a love and hate relationship with horror. Like I'm easily scared, but also like you put me in a horror situation and I will fight the ghost.
I'm a big fan of horror games, but horror movies are okay too.
I like watching people play horror games, but like actually playing the horror game is just stress inducing.
It's a lot more terrifying.
But it's at the same time I'm also like, yeah, let's just get this over with because I don't know, I like the adrenaline.
So
Kind of
let's
a
get this
horror
bread
junkie.
Playing Outlast.
And it's like, I think every day of this month I've been trying to watch like a horror movie at least. Just anything Halloween because I like watching movies during this time. I like being in the Halloween spirit.
Tradition in the household that I lived in with my parents, we used to watch Nightmare Before Christmas every Halloween.
Yes.
That's a classic movie.
It's a classic. I agree.
It really is.
We were trying to. Oh my god! It's already been a weekend. I don't think they're doing it. Trying to initiate a horror movie or a movie every weekend of this month, but we couldn't find people to stream it, and I kept saying, "Oh yeah, I'd be willing to stream," but it's like not a lot of communication going on here, and I've also been pretty busy, but we're trying to do that if you guys are ever interested in watching movies with a bunch of little kids.
Oh, good.
Very fun. Get back to you on that. Would you guys ever be down to play some games on like a live stream, just like the podcast hosts would just play a game?
I don't see why not.
I'm down.
Oh,
Oh my god.
it's either gonna be like and then say like a game you want to play.
Oh no, it's just my cold acting up. I can't. I'm not that creative.
I'd be down.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool. We could maybe get enough for Among Us. Eyes emoji.
I will not be
Agent-
playing Among Us.
If I buy you the game, will you play it?
If you buy me the game, sure, I will play it. But I am not buying it.
What were you saying, Randall?
I said my Lord Astrochemistry gifted Among Us to me, so I'm good to go.
Wow.
You want to play it?
I have it.
I bought it. And I bought the little pet thing because I like having a mini me.
I did too.
Wow. What are you, a hipster?
I
Agent?
got the mini.
Based?
I got the mini. You go first, Agent.
I played that. I used to play that game years ago when it first came out on mobile, and it just happened to get big 2 years later. It's an okay game. I think it's okay, but I refuse to buy it. It's free on phone. Just get it on a phone.
Okay, then play with us on phone.
No,
Okay. What the heck?
because I
It's
don't.
not that
I
bad
don't
of a
want-
game. Stop being a
I
coward.
I just don't like it.
I think that's all we have for today, though. I wanted to keep it pretty short. Just get through chill talk. Very nice talking to you guys.
Yet we almost did a full hour.
Oh, good.
Was that really? Time
Almost a full hour.
moves so fast. I hate it.
No, it doesn't. I've been sitting here, bored out of my mind for the past hour, waiting for this to end.
Wow.
Just kidding. It was so exciting. I loved it.
Oh my god, I just
I
like...
feel like you're just kidding about that.
I
No.
want to
Also,
beat
like-
you up.
Also,
No, I take back everything I just said.
Oh,
was
yeah.
Possibly the most exciting hour
very
of my entire
believable.
life.
I'm
I
so
wish
glad.
I could replay that over and over and over again.
Anyway, That wraps up our session. I hope you guys enjoyed listening. It was kind of cringy. We were kind of rusty. It's been a while. Please forgive us.
Mainly Blake.
Yes.
Speak for yourself.
Hey,
Yeah.
did you just cuss?
No, he didn't hear. No one heard it. We were talking over him. Anyway, that was it. Thank you guys for listening, and you'll hear us in the next one. Bye bye.
They won't.
No,
They
you
won't.
won't.